welcome back to the channel. And last week we were on the Yorkshire Dales. This week come down to the Peak District, and I'm going to follow one of the trails, which is quite a long one. It does say allow 4 to 5 hours. There are some sights to see along the way. So, whereabouts am I in the Peak District? I'm in Buxton. Not in Buxton, I'm on the edge of Buxton, and I am staying at a pub. Not in the pub, on its grounds, called the Duke of York. Hopefully we shall get to see some nice sights. Part of this will take us up onto the Peak District, and we should get some lovely views. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy the walk alongside with me. So I've just been walking up the hill that you can see behind me along the road lane side, with not much of a view apart from it going uphill slightly in this lovely sky. And I'm thinking, where's the views going to start? Well, it's part of the walk, and I like a good view, so to get one of the best views, I'm going up here. Okay, so this viewpoint is called High Wealdon, and it is quite a gradient. It's my shadow on the hillside. But it should be a damn good view from the top. Right, let's get up there. Up to there. Groovy that there's these footsteps to put your feet in. Makes it going up a bit easier, having steps, than just on the incline. Oh, the steps are a bit slippy. Don't want to fall backwards. Just like that. Wow. Time to put the camera away for a minute. Okay, I've made it to the top. Wow. I'll give you a pan around shot. Alright, I'm gonna work me route back down. It's so very steep on the last part of it. Not exactly enjoyable. Oh well. See how it goes. See you later when I get to the bottom. That edge right in front, that is the ridgeway. It's just a drop on the other side that I'm not going anywhere near. But I've still got to descend down along where that stone wall drops down. So yeah, it's going to be a bit sketchy, I think. But anyway, I can only go down, I can't go anywhere else. As you can see from the route, this is some stunning views, stunning scenery, which I've got to say, yeah, certainly worth the sketchy climbs up to the summits, but my legs have stopped wobbling now. Well, hopefully up there you can just see, let me just see if I can try and point to it for you. Where's my finger? There. That was the summit that I went up to, High Wealden, where by the top my legs got a bit wobbly. So I had to sit down there for about 10 minutes, get my breath back. That is a heck of a steep climb to come up, and I wouldn't recommend it when it's wet. It's a bit slippy in the last bits and exceedingly steep, and I wouldn't recommend it for families. No, and good walking boots, plenty of grippy tread, yeah. Take a drink as well. It'd be nice to have a drink up there. I don't mean alcoholic. No, that wouldn't be too good. So I've walked all the way down from that, across and down, all down there. Right, I just did that last bit. Now we're carrying on. Carrying on over this bit. Look at that for a view. I've just come down from the footpath a bit, down in the valley now from all those hills, and I thought we'd just have a quick look, as I could hear it, at a bit of a river, which is, I've got to look at the bits reading, or else I'll forget. Parallel to the Young River Dove. Young River Dove. Okay, and what we're seeing up here is where Pilsbury Castle used to be. And here's the top of what was Pilsbury Castle and the view from it. Now, just making our way down to what you can hopefully see there in the middle, that arched railway bridge. That's where our journey continues. About just over halfway along this bit of road till I get to the railway bridge, and then it's a turn just before the railway bridge onto a crushed limestone pathway, and I follow that for a bit more, but getting towards the end of the journey, I think. I left this morning at about 11 o'clock, and with doing all the videoing, it's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I've still got a way to walk, but not too much, hopefully. Yeah, so I've walked all the way from up there, where the trees are on the top of the hill, all the way down this roadway to the railway bridge just round the bend there. There are lots of sheep. Okay, so we've walked this length of road now, all the way up, I think, until the goes up onto the horizon there. So we're now at the railway bridge, and here's the crushed limestone pathway that we've got to follow. Well, just coming to the end of this walk now, and haven't got too much further to go. There's the main road, which is a nice busy main road, to cross over, not far away, and then once I'm over there I'll be back at the van. And I'll tell you what, could really do with a cup of tea. But I'm still following the trail, and I thought I was closer to getting back to the van. Like I said in my last clip, I thought I was nearly there, but the trail is still going. But it said pass under the road bridge back there, which I did, and then it now says continue along this trail that I'm following across 3 small bridges. I don't know how big the bridges are. So here's the first of the small bridges, minus the water. Or are these for animals? I reckon they're for getting animals through, herds, you know, sheep or cattle. Now I'm nearly back. All I've got to do is go through a gateway there before the bridge and walk up the field behind you, and I'll almost be there. So that was the last bridge that way, and as I say, there's this bridge, and where that fencing is the gateway that leads up the field and back to the van. Yeah, I'm sat at the back end of the van. That's how nice the weather is. I'm back from that walk and got me a cup of tea. It's actually my second cup of tea. The first one went straight down. There wasn't time to get the camera on it at all. So second cup of tea, and that walk's definitely worth 2 cups of tea when you get back. Or whatever your favourite refreshing drink may be. But yeah, that was most certainly a fantastic walk. Yes, you got to do it. I'll bring some details up on the screen, future editing Matt. Thank you. And I wouldn't recommend it for families, you know, don't take your grandparents up that same route, or your children, if you know, not unless you really don't like them. There is a well, not a shortcut, but there is a route round that summit I went up. So that might always be worth considering, and the rest of the route is brilliant, absolutely beautiful countryside. Anyway, thanks for joining me.